All right, we're going to wrap up our Big Six lesson today. I'm Miss Fowler, your librarian. Let's go back over what we said we were going to focus on for this lesson. We're going to build our problem solving and critical thinking skills by using the Big Six process. We talked about how we look for information and how to think through using a research plan. Let's take a quick look at that handout you received. This reminds you that research and information doesn't have to be stressful or hard. It's as easy as counting to 6. I've put a little picture with each step to let you know where you are in the process, and I've added some extra examples and tools that you may use if you need a bit more help. There are videos, reminder posts, checklists, and other handouts with different wording and other ways of looking at the Big Six that someone else might find a little easier, and if they like that better, that's fine. Let's review our steps. Step 1, task definition. This is where we figure out what our problem is and what kind of information we need to solve it. Remember, our question needs to be specific to better narrow down what we're looking for. Step 2, information seeking strategies. Here we determine and select our information by using our strategies. We need to think, what and where should I look for this information? And where am I going to find the best information that would be the most helpful? Step 3 is all about location. Location and access. We focus on thinking where our information actually is, like the library or a biography or even a website, and then we actually look for and find our information. Step 4, using our information. This is where we find our information and we take notes using bullet points to make sure that we write down where we find it too. Make sure the information you gather answers your question. While it's important to have enough information, you want to make sure it's good and useful information because you don't want to have too much and lose your focus. It's okay to be a little picky. Step 5, synthesize your findings. Here is where you take your notes and your sources, which is where you got your info, and organize them. You can write actual sentences here, and when you've checked and double-checked your work, share it by a paper or a presentation. You're so close to the end, but you're not done yet. Step 6, evaluation, or as I like to call it, judgment day. This is where you reflect on all the parts of your process. It's a good idea and a great practice to reflect as you go through each step, but looking back over the whole thing is important too. You ask yourself questions like, what worked well? What didn't and could have gone better? Was there an easier way of doing something so that it's better for the future? What did you learn? What was the final product like? Did it answer all of the questions? Did you miss something? Reflection is an important part of the learning process, and it helps us think about and how we learned. So next time you're faced with an information problem or a research assignment, don't freak out or stress. Remember, it's as easy as counting to 6, the Big Six. 1, task definition. 2, information seeking strategies. 3, location and access. 4, use of information. 5, synthesis. And 6, evaluation. See you guys next time in the library.